This is the vlog. I'm changing the name of the vlog to Weekly Madness because I like it, because it's just random, and everybody probably doesn't have like the vlog as their title. Just insanely boring. But this week's topic is going to be books, because I am like a major bookworm. I love books. I have this book I just started reading today. Actually, I got it yesterday at Target. I don't endorse new books or anything. I don't get money for endorsing. So, but I got this book, and it's The 9 Lives of Chloe King, and it's awesome. I love this book. I've watched the TV series, and it was really good. I'm like, why don't I just get the book? It's awesome. I'm only 160 pages in. I've been reading it like all day because I would stop and I would watch some TV. So, I also have this book, Black Butler. It's book 2 because my friend couldn't find book 1 for me for my birthday. But it's my favorite book, like, ever. It's Black Butler. I love Black Butler. I talked about this, like, last week in my vlog. It's such a good book. It's, like, my favorite manga, or however you pronounce those. Also, I have Card Capture Sakura right here. It is insanely heavy. Yeah. It's insanely heavy because it's, like, the first 7... It's like the first 16, maybe 20 chapters, and I finished them all on my phone because I didn't have the next book. They weren't selling that at the bookstore. My favorite, probably graphic novel or comic book, I'm not sure, I think it's comic book, it's not a graphic novel. My favorite comic book is Amulet. I just figured out that they have 5 of these, and I have books 1 and 2, and it's really good. It's got great graphics. I just opened up the random page. I love the characters. Emily, she's awesome. The rabbit, I don't know his name. He's just so cute. I love the rabbit. Even the fox is my favorite character. I have Catching Fire right here. I love the series. The third one I did not like that much. It's probably just because it was a change in, like, characters, and you got so used to the characters, and then they started changing, and but oh well, it was a great series. I loved book 1, and I don't usually like sequels, but that's one of the sequels I'll actually read. So, this book, I got it at a book fair. I'm like, why don't I get it? It's just a random book about some kid, and I needed something to read, so I got The Fourth Stall, and it's a book about a kid named Mac, who runs like a business, and this business is he'll get you anything you need, like if you need something but you owe him a favor and money, and he's been doing it like since he was in the sandbox. Literally, his first business area was a sandbox, and it was such a great book. And there's actually a sequel, and I was thinking about a sequel, and like maybe some random new character just shows up and asks him to do a suspicious job, and that actually was in the second book. So. My favorite book of all time is Maximum Ride. I love this book. I love this author, James Patterson. I've loved all of his books. He writes great books and everything. This is actually the third one, which this one and the 5th one is my favorite. It's really funny. It's really good. And I don't like Fang Angel. I did not like Fang at all. I have it on my shelf, and I also have Angel on my shelf, which is kind of weird since those are my 2 least favorite books in the whole entire series. So I waited forever for a new book, and then once I found out what happened to Fang in the book, and I almost cried, because it was just so sad. I never cry. I've cried at a couple books because they were like sad, and it's such a good book. This series, The Pain Chronicles, The Throne of Fire, I have this one, it's the second one. It's about 2 kids who find out that they can do Egyptian magic, and it is so good. They're descended from pharaohs, and everybody hates the Canes. Everybody absolutely hates them so much. But it's such a good book. The characters are really good. I love Rick Riordan. Rick Riordan and James Patterson are probably my 2 favorite authors, and they do such a good job. I also have The newest one, Serpent Shadow, I'm not sure if this is the last one, but it's really good. And then I also have James Patterson's Witch and Wizard. It is such a good book. I've read it at least a bajillion times. I'm actually rereading it. I was rereading it, and then I forgot that I was, because my friend put all my books back on my shelf. Because they were all everywhere, because that's how I deal with it. I have a pile of books on my desk, and I love all of those. So the ones I'm rereading at the moment. And then I also have a gigantic comic book. It's a Buffy the Vampire Slayer's Tale. It's huge, and I don't like covers. I don't like these covers on my books. So it's on the ground. And you get this really cool looking movie. Has a little string for the page. I've read it at least 3 times now. It has great pictures. It's done by a bunch of different artists. So you've got like one artist doing one story and another one doing another. And this one, it's about a girl, and she becomes a vampire. She's like always wanted like some magic in her life. Her name is Stacy. I just figured that out. But it's such great graphics. This one right here. Great pictures. I love it. Honestly, graphics. Not because that's the creator of one of the books that I was reading. It's really heavy, but it's a really great book. I've read it 3 times. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This book, Witch and Wizard. I'm gonna pick both of these up and read a page. That's a really funny part in the book. Chapter 43. Page 123. I love that page. What is that dumb saying? It doesn't kill you, only makes you stronger. Well, maybe there was some truth there. I definitely felt stronger and angrier. I was burning up inside. When we returned to our cell in the hospital, I was expecting the matron to rush in and stun gun us so we screamed for mercy. I wasn't expecting the visitor to come. I was expecting the visitor to come whip us to shreds with his riding crop. I was expecting them to throw us to the hellhounds for their supper. Instead, it got a little worse than that. They sent Brian swing. Brian is oh my god. Serpent Shadow. I love the ending of Serpent Shadow. It was so cute. Is that a yeah, it is. Trying to find a bit, but there's nothing really good in this part. I found it. Trying to find the part where I really like. I can't find the part I really loved. Oh, shoot, I'll just find it on the page. Shoot, I hate holding people up like this. Trying to find the first page of a chapter, but they're so spaced out, which is really great. I love long chapters. But, okay, here we go. This is in Sadie's point of view. It's chapter 9, page 150. I'd become quite an expert at visiting the godly nursing home, which was a sad statement all my life. The first time Carter and I found our way there, we had traveled the river of night, plunged down a fiery waterfall, and almost died in a lake of lava. Since then, I've discovered that I could simply call on Isis, I think that's expensive, to transport me, as she could open doorways to many locations abroad. Honestly, though, dealing with Isis is almost annoying as swimming through fire. And I can't pronounce her name. Isis is her god that's inside of her. You have to read the first book to understand what I'm talking about. And then Throne of Fire. I'm not going to read anything out of that one. Maximum Ride. There is so many funny things in these books. They're just so great. I actually picked out the part which is the saddest part in the entire book, which is when I can't tell you. Nudge, Angel, attack the base of their spines, I shouted. Snap them. The fight began to turn in our favor then. As long as we could get behind a flyboy, we could take it out about 80% of the time, which was all we needed. Some of the mutants, however, didn't seem to have gotten Angel's latest memo, and were still fighting with one another, and us too. Behind me, Ari was using his enormous strength to literally toss smaller mutants over his head into the mosh pit of death that had made up the castle courtyard. He saw me snap a flyboy's back, and he spun it to do the same. The flyboy managed to catch Ari with a hard punch in his jaw. I saw his head jerk upward. Roaring with fury, Ari righted himself and lunged at his attacker, only to sink to his knees slowly, a puzzled look on his face. I can't read any more, or else I'd spoil the ending. And Ari does get good eventually. And it's just, he has a sad past. I mean, he's totally one of those characters where people are like, he's totally a bad character. I hate him. But no, he's just one of those troubled people. He's got like a sad past. So he's good. He's so cute. I'm not going to read anything out of the fourth stall because that's really confusing. You think you know who's evil, then you don't. Nothing out of Catch Me Sorry. I'm going to show a couple pictures from my manga and graphic novel books. My favorite character is this guy right there. And then the bunny, who is right there, that's her, is so adorable. He looks like one of those like little rabbits you find. He's so cute. I love him so much. And the graphics are just great. I mean, they have like them fighting, them getting together. It's just so, well, not getting together, I mean like getting along. And then Cardcaptor Sakura, they've got colored pictures every once in a while. Just a little, hey, this is what I look like in a bunch of different uniforms. Yeah, it's right here. See, they've got a bunch of these colored pictures. And it has like all the characters. I mean, oh my god, I hate holding things up to cameras. These two. This is probably, I like this one. He's my favorite character. He's my favorite character. I love him. He's so awesome. And then Black Butler. I have to show you my favorite picture ever. I just skipped it. No, but I have a favorite scene. I've got like a total, this is my little favorite scene ever. But this is my favorite picture. It's Ciel dressed as a girl with Sebastian. It's not my favorite dress, but it's so cute. My favorite part is the corset scene. I saw it in the anime, because you can't look ahead in anime. You can, but I didn't do that. It was just so, I was sitting at a restaurant, watching it on my iPod, with my headphones on, and I was like I was laughing, and people were looking at me like, okay, I don't want to sit near this child. What's wrong with her? Yeah. Then 9 Lives of Comics King I'm not done with. So that was the end of the vlog, which probably is like 20 minutes long because I ranted for 15 minutes about books. Because I also do fanfiction, which is a whole different thing right now. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to wait next week for the next vlog, and make sure to check on Saturday for the cover. Send me questions, and the question of the week is, what is your favorite book? Like, what's your favorite book? Any comic book, manga, however you pronounce those. Don't really know. Just novel, anything really. Bye!